Hello folks, and welcome to another episode of Wheels of Mercury. I'm your host Wheels, and today I thought it would be fun if I was going to talk about 10 metalcore and adjacent albums I love. Because of the success of the last one on black metal, I decided why not do one on metalcore. This is a genre I grew up loving as a teenager back in the early 2010s. So why not do metalcore, eh? The reason why I have adjacent in the title is because I'm including stuff like electronic core in there too. All of these albums are albums I have loved for at least a long time. It includes one EP on the list as well. I'll tell you guys the EP when I get to it. We're going to start off with The End of Heartache by Killswitch Engage. This is considered a metalcore classic by many, and it's easy to see why. Stuff like The End of Heartache, the title track. This was the first album with Howard Jones in the band as the vocalist of Killswitch, and he does an amazing job for his first time in the band. There's so many bangers on here, like the title track, Rose of Sharon, like there's so many. The way the album starts with the like that song, the way the album starts, it's just so epic, man. I remember buying this album back when HMV was up here in Canada and jamming the crap out of it back in the day. I must have been like 13, 14 years old. I think I got it back in like 2008. I still have the CD, but it doesn't have the cover on it, unfortunately. But anyways, yeah, The End of Heartache. It's a metalcore classic of the 2000s, and if you've somehow been living under a rock, check it out. It's awesome. Next up is the only album I like from this band, and that is August Burns Red with their album Rescue and Restore from 2013. This was their debut on Fearless Records, and I remember this album surprising the hell out of me because I was never really an albums guy with August Burns Red. It was more like I was like into songs by them, but not entire albums, if you get what I mean. This changed that. I love the entire record. The corny spoken word bits can get a little corny and preachy, but I'm okay with that. And I like the track with the xylophone that was going to be an instrumental, but then Jake Lewis put vocals on it. They got stuff like Spirit Breaker and stuff like that on the album that's really, really good. You can't go wrong with August Burns Red. Next up is another metalcore classic, Bullet for My Valentine, with their album The Poison from 2006. Man, this is an almost perfect record. Front to back, so many good riffs, so many catchy songs, so many iconic moments from this album. Suffocating under the words of sorrow, tears don't fall. Forward to choke upon, look at me now. All of the songs are so good, man. Bullet for My Valentine is like my desert island band. Like I could listen to them all day if I wanted to. Matt Tuck just has that identifiable voice that you know it when you hear it. The guitar riffing is awesome. The drums are so good. It's such an iconic record, man. It's so good. Next up is Bring Me the Horizon with There is a Hell, Believe Me, I've seen it. There is a Heaven, let's keep it a secret. I used to listen to this album waiting for the bus in high school back in 2010 when I was like 15 in my crappy wraparound Sony headphones that I used to have. Those things were awful, but like that's what I remember from listening to this album. Like the glitch out choirs and the sort of experimental stuff that they were doing and having Canadian pop star lights on there. There's a lot of cool stuff on this album, and all he was really going through it was his ketamine addiction and everything, and it was really taking a mental toll on him at the time. It's a really dark record. Songs like Anthem, It Never Ends, the F-Word song, the second half of that song where Jerome Franceschi of You Me at 6 goes, we're young and in love, Heart attacks waiting to happen. So come a little closer. Tell me the three little words. This is a great album by Bring Me the Horizon. Probably my favorite Bring Me the Horizon album ever. Up next is my #1 metalcore album of all time. All That Remains with the Fall of Ideals. Holy moly, what an album this is. Shannon Lucas' drumming, Ollie Herbert's insane guitar playing, and Phil Labante's insane vocal range. Just killer, man. Like, every single freaking song on this record is just top notch. Stuff like This Calling, Not Alone, Weak Willed. Holy crap, Weak Willed freaking kills of the song, man. It's just, oh my goodness. That breakdown, like that just, oh. And when he does the low, like sort of, ooh, I can't really do it, but you know what I mean. When he does that low thing, oh my goodness. It is amazing. And this is just All That Remains at their peak, and they would never ever really recapture the album, despite making some albums after this one that I love. I know a lot of people don't like the whole butt rock phase they went through, but I don't mind it. Anyway, that's a discussion for another day. Next up is probably the most recent record on this list, Wage War, with their 2021 album Manic. Yeah, this is purely an octane core album, I'll say it right off the bat, but it's a very good octane core record. Stuff like Circle the Drain, the title track, other songs like that. There's so many catchy bangers on it, and I just love every single song on the record. They just made a very catchy, very well made octane core record. They just did. It is really fun to listen to. If you want that sort of commercialized metalcore but kinda done good, check this out. Next up is Memphis Mayfire with the 2011 album The Hollow. This is another nostalgic pick for me because I used to listen to this one in high school as well. Like, so many good songs on there. Like, the second track on the album is probably my favorite. I was too blind to see that. You were too deaf to hear me. And when it was then could go back, things would be different. I sort of struggle to come to words with these albums because I have so much nostalgia. This is the same for The Hollow, man. It's just so good. And I don't think they would ever recapture that magic. Even on their commercially successful 2012 follow-up, Challenger, they would never really reach the height of this album again. Challenger had some awful lyrics on it, I will say. But these lyrics on The Hollow, they're not as awful. Really good scene core stuff from Memphis Mayfire. Next up is the only EP on the list by the Australian band Polaris, The Guilt and the Grief. This is a great EP. Whenever I want that sort of architect sort of fix, you know, with the guitar cycle riffs that go, the blast thing in it too, this is what I go for. It's only 25 minutes long. Not the right amount of that sort of metalcore that I want. I mean, sometimes it gets samey, but this EP does it really well. There's a lot of catchy choruses. It's really written very well. If you want that style of Architects sort of core, check this out. It's really good. Next up is the first pure electronic core album on this list, unless you consider that Memphis Mayfire album electronic core, which, hey, I wouldn't argue against that. I See Stars was their 2013 album New Demon. This band is very underrated compared to like Enter Shikari, and it's a shame because arguably they were at the start of the whole electronic core scene. Like they had their demo back in like 2007, I think, on MySpace. Going back to New Demons though, this album is so good. They did a call-out track against Ronnie Radke from Falling in Reverse like 11 or 12 years before he would become the metal scene's #1 public enemy. Violent Bounce, People Like You, that song is a Ronnie Radke diss track, and it's a great one at that. And those lyrics have still held up like 11, 12, 13 years later, man. The dubstep stuff on the album might be a little of the time, a little outdated. But if you can get past that, there's some great songs like 10,000 feet in the air. We feel like falling faster. And Doc Johnson does a great job at Scream. I kind of miss him in Icy Stars, man. I wonder where he is now. But anyways, great album by Icy Stars. If you want a gateway into this band, either check this one out or the next one, Treehouse. But regardless, great album. Go check it out. And last up is a band that had a lot of potential, but due to some damning allegations against their frontman, had to call it quits early on in last year and did a tour with a replacement vocalist, and that is Issues with their album Headspace. This band had a lot of potential, man. Straight up. This album is really growing on me, or really has been growing on me recently. The chemistry between Michael Bone and Tyler Carter on here is next to none. Like, they just complement each other so well from being in various bands around the Atlanta scene, like Woe Is Me and another band I forget the name of. They were in another band together before that. Anyway, yeah, their chemistry is insane on the album, and Sky's bass playing, especially on the song The Realist, is really quite something. And they got some great songs like Every Single Kind of Conversation is leaving out the light that kept the demons out. What's another song from the album? So good though. I really like the Linkin Park sort of intro to the last track. It's awesome too. If you want to see what Issues was all about, since they're no longer a band anymore, check out this album. It's an awesome ride. It's an awesome mix of R&B, metalcore, gent, a little bit arguably of progressive metal, some soul in there too. There's even a country-ish track too. They did it well before Johnny Frank would do it with Bill Murray. They did a track called Young and Dumb with Georgia country artist John Langston on backing vocals. Check this out. It's an amazing record. Now that's a wrap for 10 metalcore and adjacent albums I love. What are some metalcore albums that you love? It can be electronic core, it can be some other form of metalcore. Let me know down below in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. If you do that, thank you so much for subscribing. It means the world to me. Rock on, guys, and I will see you in the next video.